Hey guys, welcome to the Bourboneering YouTube channel. I'm your host Austin. Let's get started. So what you're about to watch was originally live streamed on Twitch. So go check out my Twitch at Bourboneering if you want to see this live. Of course, you need to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And check out my podcast. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the Bourboneering Twitch channel or the Bourboneering YouTube channel, depending on when and where you're watching this. Let's get started. So I'm not making a cocktail tonight. Today I'm discussing how one distillery with one mash bill can release multiple different labelings and different whiskeys. And I'm also going to be tasting through one of those examples, which is going to be the Wild Turkey Distillery. I have Wild Turkey 101. I have Long Branch, which is Matthew McConaughey's brand here, or he's the spokesperson for this brand, and then some Russell's Reserve. This is a single barrel. Man, is better than the phone or tablet. Yep, you're right. You're right. But my computer's over here, and I like to look over here, so we're gonna see. As you can see, my setup's getting fancier and fancier. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is a recording of a live stream on Twitch. So if you want to see it live, go follow me on Twitch at Bourboneering. But for now, this is what I got going. I got a camera. Eventually, for my cocktails, I'm gonna have a 2-camera setup. I think I might have to get my friend Jess to help me out there. But so while I'm gonna get these poured up so they can start sitting for a little bit, and I'm gonna discuss a little bit more about our topic. So I've always been curious about how a distillery with one mash bill can release so many different brands and they taste so different. For example, obviously I have Wild Turkey here, but Buffalo Trace, they have 2 different main rye mash bills, high rye mash bills for their whiskey, but they have Buffalo Trace, they have Blanton's, they have Blanton's mash bill too. But E.H. Taylor, so many brands. The Weller's, again, different mash bill. But they have different brands that fall in with the same mash bill that are just in different warehouses, different locations, different things like that, that make all the difference in the world. So I want to dig into that, see what y'all think. I can still take notes. I see booze. Yes, you do. And then I'm going to kind of discuss some tasting notes on, again, these 3 very different bourbons that all come from the same distillery and the same mash bill even. Heaven Hill's another example. They have a bunch of brands and it's all basically the same mash bill, or very few mash bills. Jim Beam has they have a few different mash bills, but again, they have a lot of different brands that come from the same mash bill, and all depends on the age and the taste and what the blender decides. So Buffalo Trace, again, I like to talk about them because they have so many brands. For example, Eagle Rare is supposedly a mash bill 1, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on here. Is a mash bill 1. So is the regular Buffalo Trace release. But if you go do a single barrel of Eagle Rare, there's a chance they will give you a mash bill 2 and just call it Eagle Rare, because Eagle Rare has a flavor profile they're looking for. But it's generally mash bill 1 along with the regular Buffalo Trace. And what makes those 2 different? Well, that'd be age, that'd be where they're located. They're not any, for what we know in public at least, there's not a certain location that a barrel is going to be Buffalo Trace and a barrel is going to be Eagle Rare. The only place that's the case in Buffalo Trace Distillery is the Blanton's. Blanton's has to be in a certain warehouse. I think it's warehouse H, but I could be completely wrong. And that is the only place you can get Blanton's from. That being said, all those barrels aren't necessarily guaranteed to be Blanton's. They could still be a regular Buffalo Trace. But let's dive into what we got here, this Wild Turkey. So this Long Branch Wild Turkey is the lowest proof at 86 proof. So I'm going to start with that and giving you notes. And then I'm going to talk about what it is first. So it's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's the same mash bill. Again, from my research, they're not officially released. So this is all from hearsay. Is Wild Turkey 101 and the Russell's Reserve. And basically, it's oak and Texas mesquite charcoal refined. So they filter it like a Tennessee whiskey through a charcoal, but they use oak and Texas mesquite rather than the cherry wood, I believe it is, that Tennessee whiskey uses, like Jack Daniels. Hey, Jason. So that's the difference here. The rest of these are either unchill filtered or they're just regular chill filtered, and they're not filtered through the wood charcoal, the mesquite charcoal. That's the biggest difference in between Long Branch and the rest of the Wild Turkey lineup. That, and it's proof down further than the Wild Turkey 101 or usually the Russell's picks are. So let me give you some tasting notes on this. If you've ever had this, this is, again, a collaboration between Jimmy and Eddie Russell, who are the head distillers at Wild Turkey, and Matthew McConaughey, who is an actor. If you don't know who Matthew McConaughey is, Google him. He's all right. I can't believe I did that this early. But so he supposedly had a real strong say on what this whiskey tasted like. Very light on the nose at first, but it has that distinctive turkey must, if you will. Wild turkey grain, kind of a grainy note I think I get out of it, or a perfumey note. But it's definitely more mellowed like a Jack Daniels is, for sure. Sweet, very, very sweet. A little bit of barbecue on the nose. I guess that's from the mesquite. I already got 2 hecklers in the chat over here. Man, y'all are great. My buddies from the Baton Rouge Bourbon Society. I got the hat on going. So represent. They sponsor this. By sponsor, I mean they encourage me and they get me whiskey. So I'm also wearing a Film and Whiskey shirt. That's one of my favorite podcasts. A shout out to those guys. So check them out as well. All right, on the taste, it's undeniably turkey. And I'll give you more of an example of what that means when I get to the Wild Turkey and the Russells. But it's just kind of like a perfumey flavor, but it's way turned down. Oh, I got a new fall. Oh, no. Man, all the Bourbon Society people are popping up now. It's way mellowed down. Like turkey turned down with it's a little bit of barbecue on the back end. It's different. He said, "Hey, kid." Okay. Yep. Bourbon Society people, man. All they do is heckle me. No, I'm just kidding. They're great people. Yes. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, today I'm you wouldn't promote yourself, so I did. Man, so tonight I'm tasting through some turkey products, and I'm talking about how a distillery can release 3 or more different brands from the same mash bill and still be completely different. So start with Long Branch. Again, some tasting notes. And, I do feel love, Jess. Y'all are the best. And again, some tasting notes and kind of describing the process it goes through and how that's different. Long Branch stands out because it's such a lower proof than the rest of them, and it has that distinctive charcoal filtering. Give me one more taste here. It's good. It's easy. It's not something I'm reaching for every day. It's not my favorite, but it's good. It's very good. I'm going to keep a bottle on the shelf. It's different, and I think it's a good way to kind of ease somebody into the Wild Turkey brand, especially if they started with drinking way too much 101 in college like I did. We'll get there. Slow down. He's asking what Russell's. So this is a store pick Russell's, and I'll describe what that means later. We got some impatient people here. So let me go to kind of I would call the main release of Wild Turkey, and that'd be the Wild Turkey 101. They also have an 80 proof, or at least a lower proof, that is really good as well. But to me, this is the distinct, let's see if that'll focus, the distinct Wild Turkey. I'm out of it, so I had a 50 ml sample bottle, which just these were just allowed to be sold in Louisiana, so I'm happy for that. Shout out to Clint at Oak Point for selling me that little mini bottle. Or maybe it was I think it was Clint. Airplane bottle size. Yeah, I think they still do. At least I used to. Southwest has Turkey 101 bottles on flights. Probably not right now, but. So I'm gonna describe what I mean, or try to describe what I mean by classic turkey on the nose and on the taste here. Nate and Clint just have a whole adult candy store of these mini bottles. They're fantastic. I don't remember which one I picked up a Makers from Nate and the 101 I got from Clint, or vice versa. Awesome awesome store at Oak Point. I'm just gonna do all the shout outs tonight. Oak Point, great partner store. I'm gonna shout out the store where I got this bottle from in a little bit. It's not Oak Point because I drank that bottle already. All right, so when I say classic turkey on the nose, I'm describing Wild Turkey 101. And it's a mix between like a perfume that I almost get, like I get in a Four Roses, and a caramel sweetness. It's just a weird combo because, at least for me, usually you either get that dark, deep caramel sweetness on the nose and taste, or the floral kind of perfumey notes. And this one it's a perfect blend in between. I mean, this is the best quote unquote budget buy I think there is. This is my drink for Mardi Gras, and I don't know why. I just bring it out in a flask for the parade route, and it'll do the job. I can't stop spending. I do have mini make. Yeah, I'm spending way too much money right now on bourbon. It's bad. It is bad. Oh man, I just jumped in on that high end sample pack, which shouldn't have, but I did. All right, let me give you a taste here. It's definitely 101. So a lot more caramel stand out in the taste than the perfuminess, but it's still there. That floral note is still there. It's a classic, to me, a classic high rye bourbon. It's simple. It's not very, very layered, but I can't find a bad note in it other than it's a little hot for 101, honestly, but it's great in a cocktail. It's great neat on a parade route. It's a fantastic pour. Whew. Yeah, it's hot. That is so good. All right, take a sip of water here. So 101 being the basic lineup, how this one is made is they take those hundreds and hundreds of barrels that they have aging, and they blend them together until they find the taste profile that is 101. And it's so consistent, and that just speaks to the number of barrels they have, that they can mix and match as many as they need to get the right flavor profile, but also be the skill of Jimmy and Eddie Russell and whoever they have blending, to get that blend right every single time. Also, Maker's Mark. I talk about Maker's Mark all the time as a symbol of consistency. Same sort of thing at Wild Turkey. When you get a bottle of 101, you know what you're getting, for sure. So that one's kind of your baseline. That one can be made from any barrels, any number of barrels all mixed together. Same thing with the Long Branch. It can be any number of barrels, but it goes through a separate process, and that's a little bit different. So looking for a certain flavor profile and then filtering it, whereas 101 is not. Camera moving? I don't think so. Maybe I'm knocking it. I'm not sure. It could be I'm moving too much. I'm gonna watch on the replay for sure. Thanks for letting me know, Jess. Seeking focusing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that after the stream. I'm not sure how to mess with that. Is it happening a lot? All good. Cool. Yeah, let me know again if it's too bad. I'll figure that out. It might be the lighting. Oh dang. Okay. All right. Well. Not a big change. Okay. Quit kicking the table. I do that a lot. All right. If it gets too annoying, please let me know. But I'm gonna fix that for next time for sure. All right. Let me get to my last one here. This is. It is when I'm moving the table, I think. I'm gonna test that. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I think it is because I'm kicking the table. I'm gonna try not to shake it too much. All right, troubleshooting over. This last one is the Russell's Reserve. This is a single barrel pick. They have a regular Russell's Reserve. Usually it's in 10-year, and they just released, or they're about to release, a 13-year-old. So that's pretty cool. But this one is a single barrel pick, and I've talked about barrel picks on my podcast. If you're interested about more about that, go check it out. This one is from, there's my dog. This one's from Alexander's Market here in Baton Rouge. Great store, great selection of bourbon. Just became a partner of the Baton Rouge Bourbon Society, I do believe. It is dumped. It was distilled on November 23rd, 2011. Dumped on May 8th, 2020. So that's what, just under 8.5 years old, basically. Warehouse G, floor 4. Fantastic pour. I love these Russell's picks. They have a great one again at Oak Point they did. It's gone now, and my bottle is gone. I'll have one here from Hocus Pocus and Prairieville. I'm just going to get all the shout outs done. That one is fantastic. I'm nursing that bottle as well. This one, oh, cool. Yeah, this stuff is awesome. Any single barrel, if you trust the place that you're getting it from, it might go out of focus when I put this down. Okay. Excuse me. If you trust the people picking your bottles, you can't go wrong. This is the best wild turkey there is out there, in my opinion. So, again, that's what makes it different. It's a single barrel. So, it's good, bad, depending. It's a single barrel. So, I just released an episode a couple weeks ago about how a whiskey resting in a barrel changes its flavor, and how 2 barrels could be barreled at the exact same time for the exact same amount of time, sitting right next to each other, and come out with completely different whiskeys. I'm spilling my whiskey. All right, let me give it a nose here. Yeah, that I call it the turkey mustiness. I don't know why that's the word that comes to my mind, but it's that mixture of sweet and perfumey and floral. It's like 101, but turned up and less alcohol spike, even though it is a higher proof at 110 rather than 101. So, all right. Yeah, it's every time I shake the table. All right, let me give you a taste. That sweetness comes out like a creme brulee, like a dark, rich sweetness. Ooh, and there's a Kentucky hug for sure. Excuse me. These single barrels are so different. This one tends toward the desserty sweetness. What is it? Yeah, it's so just wild turkey. That's what I go with. The nose is wild turkey. I get that in almost all the turkey products, even the single barrels, even the completely different ones. But to me, it's some mixture between rich sweetness and a floral perfume note. And turkey is just it's known for its dusties. They've been around for a long time. They're just such a great brand. I just wanted to highlight it while I was talking about how a single mash bill and a single distillery can release so many different brands. So, I got water because I'm at work. What's your tasting notes on that water, Jess? It's plant water. I'm sure it's Mississippi River water that's been filtered to hell. Yeah, that Oak Point Russell's Reserve pick is fantastic. It's what do they call it? Turkey and tan line turkey. You can't beat that. Between that and the Hocus pick are my 2 favorites. Although this Russell's is pretty damn close. Don't drink for me. We will. All right. Well, that's all I really got. Do y'all have any other comments or questions for the YouTube world to hear later on? If not, I'm gonna let y'all go. Enjoy your turkey. Enjoy whatever you're drinking. Remember to follow me on Instagram. Oh, before I forget, follow me on Instagram because at 9:30 tonight, in just about an hour, I'm going to be going on Low Carb Cocktails Instagram live stream and answering some whiskey questions from him. So check that out. Hopefully I don't make a fool of myself after drinking all this whiskey right here. Thanks for watching, y'all. Yeah, the Alexander's, it definitely is underrated. I think it's really close to the Oak Point and Hocus pick. Oak Point and Hocus just narrowly surpassed it for me, just barely. But it is all of our stores, local stores. I really love any of Alexander's picks. They have fantastic picks. Okay, all right. Thanks, y'all. You have a good night. Cheers. Let me also in my recording. And hey guys, thanks for watching this replay of my Twitch stream. Remember, you can find me on Instagram at Bourboneering. You can find my podcast every Friday, anywhere you get podcasts. That's Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, iTunes, any of that. There's a link below to that. And also follow me on Twitch if you want to see these videos live. Special shout out to the Baton Rouge Bourbon Society. Those men and women over there are fantastic. So check that out if you're in the local area. And that's all I have. Enjoy your day. Cheers.